So we're here toward the east side of the property. We're actually really close to the National Forest. You can look at the topo map to really see how this property sits. It's a mixture of flat and sloped with some steep stuff. Really interesting tract. We're actually just pretty much walking the east line with the National Forest on the right and the property on the left. And that's pretty easy to tell because the Forest Service marks their line with blue paint. So you can see that large oak tree right there with the blue paint on it. That's going to be the Forest Service marking of the National Forest. So you can literally walk right from this property into the National Forest along this east side, which is really cool. We're walking northerly, and this slopes down. This is that valley area that I'm sure you can see on the topo map. Okay, so we're standing in the property, the blue dot right there on that tree indicating National Forest. It looks like they did some logging in the National Forest recently, and they do that. They do select cutting and timber harvesting in the National Forest to kind of keep things where they need to be, I guess. So actually, there's been more logging in the National Forest than on this property here, which is kind of funny. Okay, so now we're in the bottom of the little valley. There's a National Forest tree. So now we're looking westerly at the property and easterly at the National Forest. So, I mean, you have direct access into tens of thousands of acres of land for hunting and recreation and trail riding and all that good stuff. This valley is actually quite beautiful on the property. We're looking westerly here. County road would be way off in the distance. We obviously can't see it from back here. But you'll find some beautiful timber on this property. After it's been paid for in full, you're welcome to use the timber for a log cabin, to sell the timber. I mean, you can do your thing after it's been paid for in full. Until then, of course, you can't cut or harvest the timber, but we do give written exceptions for building sites and trails quite often. You can talk to us for any details about that. This guy just startled me. Hey, buddy. He's eating a worm down there. Super nice property. I mean, look at all this timber. I mean, you just have dozens and dozens of building sites here. We found areas with huge timber. We found some younger stuff like this. I mean, you've got flat, you've got steep, you've got in between. The National Forest frontage is extremely rare. Rarely, if ever, do you find properties that front National Forest and a county road. So not only can you access the National Forest, but you can actually get to the property any time of year. Really cool. It's early morning, so it's about the worst time to take a video, other than the middle of the night, because everything looks dark when you're looking right into the sun here, but we did want to get out and let everybody have a chance to see this one. It's a big tract, special property. Check out the drone video, check out all the good stuff on the listing, and let us know if you have any questions.